Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
London Blues 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug him. Lord Wars Blues 1975.
This is Renegade on the Amiga, albeit running on my A500 Mini. I do like that little title screen there, you know, reminding you of all the great games Taito have made in the arcades, including this one, although it was distributed by Taito, wasn't it? But it was actually developed by Technos of Japan. Now, obviously, the West knows this as Renegade, and if you watch this channel, pretty sure you're familiar with Renegade because of the home ports on the micros released by Ocean, who released this back in the day, because the 8-bit ports of this are absolutely fantastic. I did not know there was a port on the Amiga. I do know it's an Atari ST port on the Amiga, but I don't know how it plays. However, looking at this, it appears to look like shite, which immediately disappoints me because I have such nostalgia for Renegade, particularly on the ZX Spectrum, which is, particularly the 128K version, literally one of the best games on ZX Spectrum. Don't believe me? Look up my various gameplays of it, including the recolored homebrew version of it and its sequel. So, this was released in the arcades in 1986 by Taito in the West, but Technos in Japan. In Japan, it is not called Renegade. It plays completely and utterly the same. Each level has 3 screens. You scroll across them. This is clearly a precursor to Double Dragon, but is it based on a manga in Japan? I'm not sure, and I'm going to butcher this, but in Japan it's a game called Neketsu Koa Karyukun, which basically means hot-blooded tough guy Kunio, and he's like a school kid or something, and he fights rival gangs. So obviously they knew that parent groups would go mental for that shit, because it was the 80s, it was a different time. So they basically kind of based it on the Warriors, I guess, and yeah, the rest is history. Got a port to the NES. I'm assuming that's either by, well, Taito themselves, and obviously the 8-bit ports were done by Ocean on the Spectrum, Amstrad and Commodore, and that would have been in 1986. This is later, I believe. So the Amiga and the Atari ST are around about 1989. Let's get into this. But immediately, could this have done? Obviously, the Japanese version looked completely and utterly different. You weren't a bloke, you know, in a sleeveless leather, you know, jacket, knocked off from the Warriors. You were like, you know, in a full white suit and stuff like that, like a karate suit, dobok, you know, and whatever, gi. Yeah, but this does not look good. Right, anyways, software creations. So, it has a really weird control scheme where forward and fire will trigger a specific move, backwards and fire will do another one, such as a back kick. You don't have the same moveset to use in both directions. It takes a little bit of getting used to. I don't know how it's going to work in this. The music's alright. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the Spectrum 128K music's better, but anyway, fire. So your bird's been nicked and you got to get it back. Stage 1, subway. Ooh, that is... Ooh! How he walks. He walks like he's about to have a seizure. There's a cheat where you can kick him off the edge. Oh, I don't know how you break that. Right, so hang on, this... Why am I doing that? I want to flying kick, up and fire. Oh, apparently up and fire. No, you don't. Up and fire makes me punch on the floor. That's a back kick. Right, forward and fire. No, just fire. Whatever direction you press. Why am I kicking backwards? Why am I punching on the floor? How do you fuck up Renegade this spectacularly? You could have just used the moveset from the Spectrum. Right. Why are you punching on the floor? Foot up. Get up, you fucking dumbass. I can't even punch. Hey, I have achieved something today. Now we can stop playing it. Right. Quick kills is to get them off the screen, because obviously you can see Rennie, apparently I'm French, and Boss underneath. That's our health. Why? Right, press and fire by itself. And he kicks backwards. Press and fire by itself now. And he kicks backwards again. Press him forward and fire. He turned around by himself. These moves, this control scheme is fucking tits. Right, get up, get up. I wanna get away from everyone so I can work out. It's so stiff. Right, get my back against the wall. See, he turned around now. I think that's because he knows he's marching towards the wall. There's a time limit? Yeah, top left under my lives. I don't... Right, if I just press fire by itself, we're going to do that now. And he kicks backwards. Forward and fire, and I'm punching. Keep pressing forward and fire, and now I'm punching down. This... I didn't even press up then. Am I missing a trick here? This cannot be how it plays. I mean, when your 8-bit versions are so beloved, you surely have to bring your fucking A game. Why are you punching on the floor, you fucking rentard? Surely you have to bring your A game. Right. The noise that sounds like you're hitting someone when you do a back kick, it's just the noise he makes. You're not actually hitting someone. This is fucking shite. Jesus Christ, Ocean. I must be missing a trick. The controls on this cannot be this fucking useless. All you have to do, you can keep these shit graphics, right? You can keep this god-awful presentation, scrolling, just give it the controls from the Spectrum. Right, so immediately I'm not pressing anything, and right, yeah, don't press anything and you back kick. Move forward a little bit, and then you do your punch. But now he's decided to punch. No, we're good. Now I want him to go. What the? Right, up and fire by itself. Up. Again, it does. It literally does what it wants. My input seems to have literally 20% control over the game. The rest is just right up to it. See, all those moves that just happened then, including me punching at the floor, all I'm actually pressing is forward and fire. I'm going to stay like this. Get up! I had half a fucking chance of beating him then. Oh, fucking piss is boiling. Right, and then everyone comes back to life. It's like fucking Lazarus. Right, up and fire, and he punches on the floor. Right, so what does down and fire do? I'm not even... Down and fire? Are you shitting me? Down and fire is flying kick. Well, it was. And it won't knock him off the edge. Right. Down in fire is flying kick. Up in fire is punch on the floor. Which even when you do and they're down, doesn't do anything. Stand up. This is awful. This is awful. Alright, you released it, Ocean. Software Creations made it. But you still released it. That's the boss. Oh shit. No! I'm pressing down and fire. It's like once it's committed to a move, even though you haven't pressed it, I'm not pressing up and fire. Then it just carries on doing it. It does what it wants to do. It literally says, fuck you. Which is literally what Ocean were doing after the 8-bit ports, and then they charge you 25 quid for this, because that's what it would have cost. Right, I didn't press down then. This is a dangerous game, but nope. You can't get behind me. No! I didn't... I'm only pressing down and fire. Get up. Run away. Right, so even when you're just moving around, it's sluggish. You've got your lead trousers on. Yeah, it looks like shite. It scrolls like shite. The controls are just backwards. First of all, they're backwards, and even when you're pressing what you want to press, it does what it wants to do. Come on. Like, I'm not pressing up. I am not pressing up. I'm pressing down. Oh. I mean, I've been frustrated playing games. You know that if you've watched my channel, right? And I'll call shit out when it's shit. But when it's one of my favourite games of all time, which was the 8-bit version, I prefer it to the arcade. I do have a gameplay of the arcade and the Commodore 64. Spectrum version's better than the Commodore 64. Amstrad version's the best, the 8-bits. But yeah, so when it's something I love this much, what is he even doing then? And they've done fucked it up to criminal levels. It really angers me. Like, whoa, down and fire. Why am I... If I press backwards and fire, I don't even do that kick. Down and fire, down and fire. It won't even let me up now. And then everyone comes back. To be fair, that's the fault of the arcade. What are they, like 2 hits each? I'm not pressing up. No, you don't. He's breaking off. Attack the Death Star. No! Oh. Piss boiling. Piss is really boiling. I cannot. I'm assuming it must play this shite on the Atari ST. I cannot get over how you fuck up the controls so spectacularly when they work fucking fine on the 8-bit versions. And to be fair, I'm not pressing up. To be fair, it looks better on the Spectrum. Seriously, you might think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. He's dead. So am I. They've got it down to one bloke and the bad guy. That's an achievement. That is an achievement today. No! And once you're down, they just go to town on you. As you can probably tell, I don't want to repeat myself. This is awful. Hey, to be fair, if you didn't know this was a thing on the Amiga, I've played it. You don't have to now. You're very much welcome. I took one for the team on this one. I wish I hadn't played it, to be fair. It's literally affected my love of the 8-bit version. Get up, you fucking pussy. And actually the music's on the smallest loop. I didn't press up. Smallest loop ever. So anyway, let's thumb up. I'm not thumbing up this turd. Let's sum up. Shite graphics, shite scrolling, shite music, because it's alright, but it's on the world's smallest loop. But the controls are reversed. They don't do what you want to do, even when you've worked out what direction to actually press. They never respond when you want them to. They don't do the move you want them to do, even when you're pressing the correct move, and you move around like you're walking in liquid lead. And it's Renegade, which is a fucking fantastic game. This is beyond disappointment. Software Creations, oh, how dare you? And Ocean, also, how dare you? You didn't have to release this. I guess you released this because A, you thought people are going to buy it on the strength of the 8-bit versions and we'll get 25 quid out of it. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this version. I would personally recommend playing Spectrum. Play the arcade if you want to play the arcade. You know, if you want to play something close to the arcade as possible, then play the fucking arcade. But if you want to play another brilliant port, play the Spectrum version. Do not play this one. It will ruin your love of Renegade. It really will. Anyway, as always, thank you for tolerating this fucking steaming turd. And I'll see you later.